to talk to? What's going on? It's me. I don't know why I'm screaming, but it's me, Michael Every King Michael. This is legit fantasy football. It is October 5th, 2025. For people like me that are geeks when it comes to the date, it's 1052025. It's all kinds of even today, is what I'm trying to say. Joining me as always is Mastradamus. What's going on, Matt?
We just got to watch football before the aliens come. 3-Eye Atlas, it's not far, and it's coming like quickly. So this could be the last week of football that we ever watch. So let's be serious about this.
What's funny is if we actually got on that topic, I could talk for hours. Oh my God, that's the one thing that I've been focused on the whole last 3-4 months while everybody's been talking about other stuff. Well, I like football. Joining me as always, loving football, is the captain. Spaceships, Captain Picard. What's up, Sean?
Yes, engage. Make it so.
Make it so. So,
what's up, yeah?
Sean,
what's up?
Sean, have you noticed any change in the weather all over the world? Yes. The big spaceship came by Mars. I have. There's been earthquakes and all kinds of stuff. Now, am I blaming aliens? Yes. But why? Because why not? Who else am I going to blame for this stuff? All right.
Exactly.
Hey guys, these games, they're a little, I don't know. So we got some really good games, and then you got real shitters. If you want my honest opinion, that's what we got. Okay, I'm on the same page. All right. Let's start with. Let me bring this up. Where the fuck did this go? Where the fuck did you get this guy? Mm-hmm.
Who the fuck is this guy?
Who the fuck is this guy? Where did you get this? Let me add this. See if it works. All right. Hey. People can enlarge this on that, but there are the games. All right. So let's get back up to this. There's a score right now, 10-7 at half. All right. Really quick. Starting with Houston going to Baltimore at 1 o'clock. I have Houston favored by 1. They're both 1-3 teams. Sean, you're first. Who do you like?
Well, here's the thing. Baltimore is struggling right now. But
yes.
And they have no Action Jackson. Luckily, they're playing a horrid Houston team. So I think Baltimore rights the ship today. I think that Cooper Rush has been 4-4 as a starting quarterback. I think he gets the job done today. He does just enough. They take the 1.5 and they make it. Baltimore, baby.
All right, so you have 1.5. You have Houston at 1.5. I had him earlier at 1.
Yes, I live in a terrible state where they will keep it.
Change the. Okay. Yeah. Maddie, who do you like in that 1-point game?
Captain, Maddie, you can't do just enough when there's so much to do. Cooper Rush. The problem wasn't on the offense, although there is problems on the offense. Like Derrick Henry looks like he's just fell off a cliff. Mm-hmm. So Justice Hill is in there looking sharp, but Cooper Rush, can he make up for the issue? If he all of a sudden comes in and makes that offense look better, we got issues over there. Big issues. the offense isn't the problem. The problem is the defense. And I've been saying it. I think there was also a big letdown when they lost the way that they did against Buffalo. And I jumped on ship. I said, there's problems with that defense. I've been saying it. As soon as they lost to Buffalo the way they did and gave up 15 points, I ride with Houston. And this is an easy one. Easy one. Houston, feel comfortable about it. At the house.
All right. So, you know what's crazy is I feel so comfortable about Baltimore in this game, and you just gave the exact reasons why. Because Cooper Rush, whoever comes in at quarterback, is going to make the offense work better because they're going to do the right checks and stuff, and everyone's going to look a little bit better and crisper. The receivers are going to look better. The tight ends are going to look better. And by doing that, the changing of the field of where the defense has to start off playing will change throughout the game. They'll be a more efficient, if more boring offense. But I think, dude, I've always been a non-fan of Lamar Jackson in the sense that I feel like he makes plays, obviously, that are like NFL real worthy, but he does make some dumb decisions that because he doesn't look ahead. Like he'll make a play on first down, not thinking that on third down I gotta go. I'm telling you, Baltimore is a solid win today. I really do because I did. It's them in Houston. It's going to be a slugfest, right? Baltimore's going to win by 3. This kid at quarterback will probably throw 2 touchdowns because they got talent for in receiving core and all that stuff. Let's see it happen. So more slants, more cuts. I like Baltimore.
I absolutely love the under in this one. Love the under. What does it got to be at? Like 38? What is it?
I don't have the most recent under.
It's gonna be an under.
It's gonna be in the pits. I'll tell you that much. All right, Matt, we'll start with you. We'll move to the next one. We go to Carolina. The Dolphins come in. Now, both teams are 1-3 again. And Carolina is at home. The Dolphins favored by 1. Who do you like?
I love Carolina in this spot. Miami's better at home. Start up Tommy Tremble, who's been looking terrific at tight end for the Panthers lately. Very consistently getting you week to week, 8 points plus. But this week he's going to get a lot of looks. I also love starting up Rico Dowdle. Miami's defense is Swiss cheese. I like Carolina. I think they got the wrong team favored here. Carolina should be given 2.5.
Sean.
I'm in agreement. I think even with Hubba Bubba Chubba Hubbard being out, I think Rico Dowdle is probably one of the best backups in the league. And I think you're going to have a over game for him if you're playing daily fantasy. So put some money down. So, yeah, I'm going to echo it and say Carolina.
All right. Put you down for Carolina. My one question is, what the
target locked?
Goddamn Miami Dolphins. Seriously. What's the deal with them? I'm going to go with the Panthers. I'm going to go with the Panthers because I don't look. What's wrong with Miami? Okay, let's say what's wrong with them. Their head coach is a young guy who wears capri type looking pants and doesn't look like he could tackle an old woman if she stole a turkey from Almax, which doesn't even exist. Okay? That's my point. Their defense, they used to be a good defense like 3 or 4 years ago. What happened? So the offense lost Tyreek Hill. Everything's going to complete crapper. The only thing they got for them is the running game. But their defense stinks. And it's tough to play the running game when you're down 14 points. So I want to ask Dolphin fans, honestly, when are you going to finally stand up and say, look, we want to go back to a Super Bowl? It's been since the 80s. We lost to a team that we can't even see their name of anymore.
If you look at Miami, King, if you look at Miami, right now they have more away teams filling their stadium. And what happened is they got caught in limbo where they had Tyreek Hill hating Tua. They wanted to offload him. They get in the court, missed to that. Then they can't sell tickets, which they're kind of in because their fans are like us. They know exactly what's going on down there.
City. Yeah,
they're in transit. They got to fire the coach. They didn't want to move Tyreek Hill. They didn't want to fire the coach before this year. They're giving a half product. That's a half-hearted effort out on the field this year. And we got away teams in their stadium filling it up every week.
But the messed up part is it doesn't even look like they have a plan to bomb. Like, do you know what I mean? Like nothing is planned right now. What is their plan? What the?
You know what their plan was, King? If they lost another game, which they were going to, or whatever, trade Tyreek Hill. Can't trade Tyreek Hill no more. Can't even get crumbs for him. So it looked like Tyreek Hill was probably going to go to KC again, but no, he's not going anywhere. A retirement.
Look, let me break it to you this way. I have an older brother that I want him to see the Dolphins in a Super Bowl again. Okay. His son, my nephew, my godson, is in his mid-20s. He's never seen them in a Super Bowl. Like, I feel so bad that Ray made this poor kid a Dolphins fan. Now he's got to go through all this. Like, they never seem like they have a plan, right? Fucking goddamn it. All right, anyways, let's move on to the next game. That is our first lock, by the way, with the Panthers. The next game would be, let's go. I'm going to do Denver at Philly. Denver's 2-2, Philly's 4-0. I am the NFC East whisperer. I'm sorry, the NFC East whisperer. And here's the spread: Philly by 4. That's what I have it at. I don't know if it changed with you guys. I have Philly by 4. You still have that?
Yes.
If it's over 3, I take the Broncos. End the story. Because Philly's not that great, right? So they're going to play to their competition. And they're going to probably end up winning by a field goal. If it stays at 4, I think the Broncos are a lock at that. I really do. I don't think Philly's going to play that great. I don't know. I don't think I'm blow the Broncos out. I think it's going to be like a... I'm not impressed with Philly so far. You know what's funny is I'm not impressed with really any NFL teams right now, really.
No, not at all.
No.
And I keep saying that every year. I'm waiting for these dominant teams to form. And
Even the good teams suck.
Yeah.
Even the good teams suck.
So I love Denver in this. If it's over 3, which it is, so I'm taking Denver. Matt,
I'm in agreement with you. I've only seen it at 3.5, but if it goes to 4, I mean, I'm on Denver at 3.5 regardless. I feel like there's a reason why the spread is 3.5. Philly's been looking kind of subpar, suspect this year. The only time that they really looked up to, fight was when they came back down 26-7 from the Rams, and they actually showed some fight, mustered some spirit. But I think Denver is going to start up RG Harvey this week, which is going to really make them look a lot better. Bo Nix hasn't looked the part this year, and I think that changes today. I think that they're back against the wall. They need an effort, and they're going to get it. I expect Denver to win outright today.
see, I know we hate the Eagles, but because it almost seems like, Sean, that if the IRS went and checked their whole budget, they're hiding money because they seem to have more players on their team that are high-priced players, and I don't know how that's possible. I don't. So I just feel like they're cheaters. So I hate them. I just hate that team. But what do you think about this game?
I think this is one of those games where you have a team that's on the rise in Denver, where they finally are trying to prove themselves to get to that next level, that next echelon, if you will. But
Next tier.
That's right. That next tier. But I think I have this feeling that Saquon finally has a decent game, finally gets to that next kind of like meh. And unfortunately, I'm going to say Philly this week.
And you know what? You might not be wrong. Right? But I don't know what it is about the 4 points or over 3 that stuck out to me. Like it was like Vegas' only way of saying, please go and bet over this. Please bet Philly. Please bet Philly. We'll give you the half point. So screw Philly. Okay, next game would be. I really do hate them. All right, next game is Dallas going. Look at this. Dallas, the 1-2-1 Cowboys, play the 0-4 Jets. Oh my God, that's a great game, ain't it? Like, hey, let's watch the Cowboys play the Jets and have some wings without sauce. We're gonna have wings without sauce, and there's gonna be no water, just like glasses of salt. All right, Matt, who do you like in this game? The Jets, who are stellar at 0-4, or the Cowboys, who literally look like a family that's divorcing, and somehow one of the kids killed one of the other kids, and they're in complete turmoil.
The spread went from the spread went from Dallas getting 2.5 to 1.5 because they're missing, and they just announced it that they're missing a fourth offensive lineman. I don't see how Dallas is even competitive in this game. I think that the Jets.
Under.
I don't know. It could be an under game, but I love the Jets side of things in this game. It could be an under, but it also could be so sloppy, and the Jets
That's
could.
my point.
I like the Jets.
Oh, all right. The Jets plus 1.5. Sean.
Yeah, it's going to be an ugly game. So to all the fans who get to watch this game, it's gonna be so. Yeah, anyone who gets to watch this game, sorry. But what you're going to see is the New York Jets run all up and down the field because the last couple of years Dallas loves to let that run go, and guess what? This is a team that's going to run the field.
Yeah, they are. Touchdown Minnesota. I'm sorry, it's ran it in. Mason.
And that's what's going to happen.
14. You know what? All right. So wait a minute. How do you think the Jets are going to score on the Cowboys? Fields. Run.
Bryce.
Can you run on the
Cowboys? We saw there.
Where are the Cowboys?
Dallas Cowboys defense has actually looked pretty damn good this year.
So that's my question. How good is it? But if the Cowboys' run defense is good and their offensive line is horrible, who's going to score points? That's my whole point. This might be just like
I just think I like
the Jets.
When if the offensive line puts a lot of pressure on that, Dak, I think it's going to put a lot of pressure on the defense. If the defense is out there all the time, any offense is going to look good, especially when the way the Jets just want to run the ball at you, run the ball.
So I'm not expecting a lot of points. Yeah, I'm not going to hype myself up and think that, like, I don't expect the Jets to blow them out. I expect this to be a real ugly, stupid game, and I think the Jets can win because of how bad it might end up being. Does it make sense?
Yeah, facts.
Are you guys on the same page with that? Are we all in agreement with that on the Jets? We got to stop making the Jets a lock.
Target locked.
Like, you know what I mean? We got to stop doing that. Like, we keep making the Jets one of our locks. They're 0-4. But, that doesn't mean they're 0-4 with the spread. We're not picking teams because we want them to win. We're picking teams to win by this friggin' spread guy. The spread guy. Hey, there's two more at 1 o'clock. There's the Raiders. The Raiders going to play the Colts with Indiana Jones. The Colts are favored by 7 points at home against Peter. Sean, who do you like?
Well, as much as I want to say something, Raiders! I'm gonna say, doesn't that, like, if you think about it, if you look at both lineups side by side, Indianapolis and the Raiders are the great value version of Indianapolis. Like, every position that you see, you're like, oh, we got Brock Bowers. Well, we got Tyler Warren. We got Bowers. The Powers.
We got Brock Bowers. We got Brock Bowers.
Because of that.
I'll stop. I love it.
Because of that, I'm going with Indy today, and I think it's going to be closer than people think. But I think ultimately, they got enough. Indy's made me a believer. I'm sorry, I can't get off the train right now. I'm sticking with Indy.
It's a lot of points. A lot of points sitting there.
I know.
Matt, who do you like?
Well, Mac Jones destroyed the Rams, and I was, before he took a snap, I was saying he's going to push Brock for the job, and boy, oh boy, it looks like Brock shouldn't even started last week. Mac Jones is serving him up, but before he served him up, he saw a body floating in the water. Called 911, and he was spot on. Coroner goes picks up a body. That's a foreshadowing of what he did to the Rams. And Mark Sanchez was stabbed in Indy which is also a foreshadowing of the stabbing that the Colts are going to give the Raiders. And
What happened?
I hate to bring in these news reports and mock butt fumble Sanchez was talking, running his lip to the Uber guy, and the Uber guy was like, "I'm gonna whoop your ass." And that, well, Mark Sanchez had a problem with him, and then they ended up going from there. Mark Sanchez ended up getting arrested because he was such a drunk prick. And
so Mark Sanchez
got stabbed and arrested.
Started a fist fight with a knife fight.
Yes.
That doesn't work out.
No, don't work out. And he was leaking all over the place. Imagine being drunk and leaking all over the place. You know, it's like. So
I don't get in that position. You know?
No. I hate knives. I like cutting tomatoes. I don't like knives cutting meat because I actually slice tomatoes.
Now, this is the rule. Pacino rule is you rush a knife. No, I'm sorry. You back away from a knife. You rush a gun.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you a knife, you step away back from completely. A gun, you get as close to as possible, as fast as possible. That's according to Al Pacino playing a role in a movie called The Irishman. Okay. You like who? The Raiders or Colts, Matt?
I love the Colts. I mean, Brock Bowers is out. Mayer is out. You know, uptick for Jacoby Myers, but I don't think that. I don't think the Raiders have the tools to get it done against this Colts defense. Colts defense is one of the best in the NFL. Danny Dimes, I know you don't like him, King. He's been delivering. If you picked him up, nobody picked him up in any fantasy draft. So if you picked him up and stuff, you're very happy.
They don't want to. They don't want to be disappointed. No one wants to pick him up because they know there's a trap door. Everyone knows they're buying a house with a trap door with that guy. Don't tell me I'm wrong.
It could hit the wall.
Nice trap door in the living room? There's a trap door in the living room? Yeah.
I'm running with him. I might fall down over the white line before I get to the end zone, but I'm with him.
Base.
Yeah, base. Duran Duran did a great cover of that. Do you know what the messed up part about all this is that
target locked.
It's a ton of points. I hate the points. I hate how many points there are. But I gotta go with Indy. I mean, because the Raiders suck. They to quote WWE Hall of Famer, they absolutely suck. It's just that's it. They just suck. The Raiders suck. They're worse. Indy's gonna win by much more than 7, like 10-14. They're gonna win by. That's why the spread is 7. They're like, oh, come on, guys, 7-point spread. Put the money on them. But bullshit. They're gonna win by 10-14. That's a lock. The Colts.
Geno Smith looks really, really bad.
Yeah, I hate him. I've railed on him every show we've ever done. I'd never liked Geno Smith. Don't like him at all. Well, I have my reasons. He did break Eli Manning's starting streak for no reason in the middle of the season. But anyways, we have 3 right now locks, and they're not great teams. Well, one is the Panthers. Well, 2 is not really. Panthers, Jets, Colts by the spread. All right.
Well, you just gonna call the Panthers a great team? What is funnier than captain? You just delivered that so naturally. That was natural. It was good.
I keep thinking they're running a great team. All right, last 1 o'clock game is obvious.
Wait a minute. You got so mad at me a few weeks ago because I was talking about the cat fight. What? I was like, I'm so intrigued about the cat fight.
What?
I think it was Panthers Jaguars, and you're like, you like this game? I love
it. No, yes, I don't know. All right, so wait. The last game is a battle between 2 teams that literally their names are spelled the same but pronounced completely different, just because of the first letter. The Giants versus the Saints. They're not spelled the same, actually. The I-A are different. But I wanted to see if anybody would correct me, but I'll just correct myself before somebody thinks I'm dumb. Giants and Saints. Sean, I'm going to go first. Matt, I'm going to go first. Guys, I'm going to go first. All right. So in my fantasy draft, and this is important to bring this in, I only had a pick in the second round, and then I didn't draft again until the sixth, right? 6, 7, 8. It's like ridiculous. And it's 12 round, 12 people per round. And if you've ever been in a fantasy draft and you have at least 3 owners that take their time, a draft can go on forever. So I drafted Rashad Bateman in the second because I needed another wide receiver. And then I just sat there, and I wasn't even home. I left home. I was drunk. I was just drunk. I totally forgot the draft was even going on because it was like an hour and a half that passed. Right? And also to my phone, I use this guy called Shouty. He goes, "You're on deck. You're on deck." My phone goes, and I'm like, "Holy shit, I'm on deck." And boom, I go, "I wonder if Jackson Dart's still there in the 6th." I'm like, "Oh, he is." And then I was like, in my head, I'm like, drunkenly thinking, I wonder if Scadaboo's still there. He can't be, but I'll check anyways. And there he is. And I go, "Oh, shit. Scadaboo." Boom, the 6th. 7th comes around. Start. Comes around. Dude, fuck that. I knew that I was telling everybody, I've been telling everybody since they got him, that after watching him, he will be the starting running back of the New York Giants. I said it from the first show, and I'm still saying it. That kid's got something about him, dude. He's built, and you know what? How can you not root for that kid and watch him when you watch him run? He runs in a way where you have to root for him because he's giving it everything he's got. Like he's trying as hard as he can. He's just hitting, and his center of gravity is so low that when you hit him, he can use his hand almost as like a third, like a tripod. He'll stay on that and to push off. The kid,
if you want to love that kid even more, go watch his high school tape. He has a vicious stiff arm. And it's like you just said, his center of balance is ridiculous. You will think he's down, he ain't down. And he's getting up and he's still going. He runs through crowds and he's got a vicious stiff arm. He'd slow down just to pop people. He's awesome. I like him. I do think Tyrone Tracy's going to come back and he'll eat into him, but he is the starter there. I love the kid. And you've been right about him.
Wait a minute. So there's one run. There's one run. It's this one. All right, hold on. Was it? And StreamYard, let's get rid of this. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Share screen.
He's a tough kid, man.
All right. Let me just try this. Hold on. Because this run is so ridiculous. This run is so ridiculously stupid. So you can see it. How well can we see it? Hold on. All right, you can see it well enough from there? Can you see it enough?
Yeah.
Does that make it better, Sean?
Yes. Yes.
All right, watch this run. That's him in the back. Watch this.
Cheap. With the whoop.
Anyway, boom.
So, wait. He never fell down.
Wow.
He was never down, dude. He ran through the whole entire team. Like, that's my
And there was more talent
kid,
in New Orleans.
But I'm saying, like, on every level, he just runs and he ping pongs through people. And then secondly, Jackson Dart brings such a bit of juice that the Giants have been missing. And on top of that, the greatest thing that could have happened to the Giants this year is that Kayvon Thibodeau would start to play better. And he is. And you put him out there with Burns, Lawrence, and Carter, who I swear is going to be one of the top ends or whatever he is in the whole league. You have that many assassins out there. We're going to go after Rattler. Oh, my God, are they going to beat him up? It's going to be one of those great games of just watching Spencer Rattler get beat up. I'm telling you. And the Giants, I don't know why the Giants aren't favored to go into this game. So I guess they're going by the other games, not the Jackson Dart era, where we have Andrew Thomas in at left tackle. Dude, you have a great left tackle, an all-pro left tackle back in that offensive line. It fixes a lot of woes because you can just push people down the line and make them all work, right? The Giants win easy here. This is an outright game. I'm offended that we're not favored by 2. The Saints, we just beat the Chargers with Jackson Dart in this group. And you know what? Not having Malik Neighbors, people don't listen to me. Fannin just scored a touchdown. It's a Fannin.
Nice.
No, 85.
Yeah.
Who's number 85?
I think that's fair.
Njoku.
Njoku.
Yeah. What was I saying? Oh, the Giants. They should be favored. They should be favored by 2. The team that played the Chargers last week is going to beat the Saints today. And because here's the reason why. The NFL, they know what they're doing. The Giants beat the Saints this week, and they go to 2-3. On Thursday night, on short day's rest, they'll go against the undefeated Eagles. That's what you want to see. You want to see Jackson Dart, the kid, come out and go 2-0, right? And go to a Thursday night game against the fucking Eagles. And let me tell you something. I'm saying this, you can write it down in blood. If the Giants beat the Saints today, right, and Dart looks good, we will beat the Eagles. That will be that kid's here I go moment. We're just going to beat them once. I'm not saying we're in the division. I'm not saying we're a playoff team. I'm saying if we beat the Saints today, which we will, I'm very confident in our game against the Eagles. I don't think the Eagles are as great as they think. So to wrap up all this bullshit, I'm going with the Giants, my team. This is the greatest Super Bowl of all time. Sorry, guys. This is the greatest moment in sports history. I'll never have a better sports moment in my entire life. Everything else is just below this. Sean, who do you like in the game?
Well, simply put, the Saints are the worst team in the NFL. What are they doing being favored over anybody? I wouldn't favor this team over the school for the tractor trailer driving blind. It's
impaired.
Just
the tractor trailer driving impaired.
impaired.
What a great school that would be. What do you mean? I have a hard time driving a tractor trailer. So why are you here? Oh, I want to go to school. I'm just impaired.
I want to play ball.
All right. So
Yeah.
who do you like?
So I'm going Jimmy all day long.
Matt?
I'm in agreement with you, King. It's crazy. I feel like the wrong team is favored here. I don't think that I don't think Vegas has caught up with the trend. I don't understand. Like, the Chargers are a much more complete team than the Saints. And not only that, the Saints are banged up. Juwan Johnson is injured. They got the Tyson Hill package coming in. Maybe that's the only thing that can throw off the Giants a little bit this week is what happens with Taysom Hill coming in with the Taysom Hill package. What is that going to be like? There's a lot of things that branch off of that, but that's it. Like, I don't see them having the capability of outdueling the Giants. I don't.
And I feel like am I just Charlie Brown and Lucy's putting the ball down? Is that what's going on with this? Believe it in the Giants? Because I can't see how they can't beat the Saints. Between the defensive pressure we put on them and the offensive pop we'll have, I feel like we might handle the Saints. That's what's weird about this game. Like, I feel like we might really handle the Saints. You know what I mean? Like, our tempo, smash them up. All right. So we have officially another, let me get to it if I can.
Target locked.
Sorry. I always kind of think I'm like a Terminator in those moments. The banner would look like this. Locks. Carolina, Jets, Colts, Giants. We like all teams that stink. Believe in us, though. Carolina, Jets, Colts, and Giants.
I loved Cleveland today, too. I wish the 9 o'clock game didn't happen so early because I loved Cleveland today. I expect them to finish it up. And I'll tell you what, Dylan Gabriel started out the game really shy. And I'll tell you right now, he's settling in nicely. They might have something there.
Like Peter Gabriel.
I said to you, Peter Gabriel is a great quarterback. Sledgehammer is one of my favorite throws he's ever made. Sledgehammer. But seriously.
In your eyes.
Oh yeah, that's kind of romantic. But seriously. Jesus, Christopher, Christ on crackers, man. The Browns, they just sack people. The Browns really do have a sneaky defensive lineman. I mean, Myles Garrett.
Yeah, they do.
I started them up. They just got a nice sack.
Yeah, beautiful one. Yeah, they're up 17-14, and they're starting to impose their will. Like the Vikings, Man, imagine being a Viking fan. I'm sorry if you're a Viking fan for being disappointed yet again. Like I
They
don't
can
know what to
never
tell you
put it
guys.
together. So close.
Yep.
All right, guys, we
Why
got
don't you
those for
keep Sam
locks.
Donald? Why don't you keep Sam Donald and try to see if you can off JJ? How many times have we seen the QB win the Super Bowl, like Nick Foles, and then they keep Carson Wentz, and you're like, what? You know?
Yeah.
Say
Uh,
what? Say what? No, dude. Look, you know what? The Vikings are another team that I swear to you, they want to be mediocre every year. Their goal is to. Well, we want to make the playoffs, maybe. We want to be a team that gets close to making the playoffs, or either does just barely. That's what we want to be every year for the next 20 to 30 years, and that's the Minnesota Vikings.
Let me get your
Sorry,
opinion real quick, guys, before we go on to the next thing. Like with this Mac Jones thing, how does it end? Because Brock Purdy is their guy. Does he get traded to another team? Does he? What happens with that?
Yeah.
I think
Sean, you go
he
first.
stays in San Francisco to the end of the year. Next year, he's the belle of the ball in the free agent class, and I think he's going to end up
He's there for a
somewhere.
1 year, 325. That's what he's there for. He's getting paid $3.25 million. He's there for 1 year this year.
Yeah, I think
Oh,
he's going to. I
he
think
banked on himself.
San Francisco is going to be quarterback factory, and I think
All right,
Mac Jones could be a Raider.
Here's the problem. There's a problem with all this. One, Mac Jones. This is the perfect system for him. Perfect.
Yeah.
It is.
Here's what's going to happen. It's going to be like Garoppolo all over again, or you name that quarterback who looks great in one system, and they should have stayed in that system, and then they become traded or a free agent, go to like the Raiders, and they do not have the same success. Mac Jones is starting to settle into his type of offense. He's a sloppy guy. Like he plays a sloppy game, but if he can get that whole sloppy rhythm going, he has his own way of winning games. That kid, I think
He really
stay with
does.
the 49ers. He'd be really good. They'd be really good, but they're going to go with Brock Purdy. They're just going to, which means, unfortunately, Mac Jones ends up on a team that he's getting hit 9, 10 times every other play. Like,
And you don't like that.
it's the damn shame they don't see
Yep.
it. You know, it's a damn shame that they don't see it. But that's how I feel about them. So the 4 o'clocks, Matt, you're frozen on such a happy smile.
Oh, good.
Johnny, you see how happy he looks in that smile? It's like a forever smile.
It's like
All
picture
right,
day.
let's go. Oh no, he's back.
It's because the Browns are up, and I'm killing it. I did a double result, $25 to win $200 something dollars. That it was ridiculous. So that's nice.
Yeah.
They're getting after it right now. All right, 4 o'clock games. Here we go. Tampa Bay versus Seattle. The Bucks, as I would like to say, the Bucks versus the Seahawks. Sean, Seahawks favored by 3.5 at home. They're both 3-1 teams. Who do you like?
Well, it's that darn half point that gets me every time. But how many times am I going to be proven wrong when I say Tampa Bay's too beat up to win? With that being said, Tampa Bay's too beat up to win today.
Yeah.
So I think you're going to see Seattle do all right.
All right, you have my 3.5. Okay.
Yeah.
At 4 o'clock. Matt, yourself?
I can't agree with Captain Moore because this year it's like every week I'm like Tampa's gonna hit a wall this week, and Baker's a winner and they find a way to win. I just think that Seattle's defense probably the best in the NFL. Baker's going to be going up a mountain, not against the wall. He's going up a mountain today, and I don't see them scoring too many points or keeping up with Seattle because of that Seattle defense. Cross country trip, playing in 12th man right there. Seattle all day. Snag that.
So you do agree with me?
I would like the spread to be lower because I still have a fear of Tampa Bay where like the Baker Mayfield has like a a gunslinger sort of day because he just got that dick move in his pocket at all times. However, I think today, it's one team is obviously better than the other, in my opinion, on both sides of the field, and I think they're at least 5 points better. I'd say if you said to me who's better, the Bucks or the Seahawks, I'd be like, the Seahawks. By how many points? I say 5. So
Target locked.
if it's 3.5 and it's around that area, you got to go with the Seahawks. That's where I'm at with that. So that's our 4 o'clock lock, which is our 4 o'clock lock. 1,
2, 3.
4 o'clock lock. All right. Well, let's go. The next game, Sean, would be Tennessee going to Arizona, and what a great game! A game that you would want to get the kids around to watch, to just watch two great franchises play on a big floor. Tennessee is getting 7.5 points playing Arizona. Who do you like in this game? I know you're going to watch.
I can imagine a person being stuck in a Starbucks bathroom having to watch this game, hating their life, just crying about the choices they've made. It's going to be that type of a game. But you remember when everyone was talking about Cam Ward at the beginning of the season, by the way, how he was going to be this great quarterback?
Yeah.
Well, today's not the day.
Oh, yeah.
So
they forgot to mention that he's going to have someone to throw to. He's going to have someone to block.
A running game. And, so I can't go for Tennessee today. I don't want to waste too much time on this because it's going to be a lousy game. I think Arizona, unfortunately, I know it's 7.5. I think Arizona still has enough firepower to get it done.
Matt?
Some easy prop bets. I saw Kendrick Bourne for over 41.5 yards the other night. I grabbed that. That was so easy. He went for 153. Another one today is in this game. DeMarcado. He's a receiver. And I don't know what his receptions are at, but I bet they're going to be pretty hefty price, and they're going to be up there, probably 4 or 5, I would say. He's going to beat it. He'll get 6, 7 grabs today. PPR, start him up, PPR machine. They're going to love that. That's exactly what I would say about prop bets. I would go with Arizona in this game because I don't like exactly what's coming from Tennessee. Doesn't seem like they've got the bugs kinked out yet. And Arizona, it's still the first half of the season. So,
so I'm going to apply the 5.5 rule on my pick here when I go with Tennessee because they're getting over touchdown still. 7.5 I have.
Yes.
That's over touchdown. These teams stink. They stink. So you know what? To be completely honest, if we are being 100% honest, we don't know what the hell's going to happen with these teams. This little kid, number 10 from Cleveland, is such a great running back, dude. He's grinding the shit out of people right now. But anyways, back to this horrible game. Tennessee will stay within 7.5. So I like them by the spread. I would not watch the game. There's nothing about the game that I would want to watch. It makes me think of Arizona iced tea, so maybe that's nice. Other than that, though, I don't have any good feelings. Who did I start with last?
Me.
Who started the Arizona? All right, so Matt, the Commanders go to play the Chargers in not San Diego, but Los Angeles, which is weird. And the Chargers are favored by 3. What do you think?
such a tough game. Such a tough game. You got Daniels coming back, but I don't really believe it really matters on if he's playing with Scary Terry. He wheels and deals to whoever's there. What I want to know is
He's got a hurt leg, dude. He's got a hurt leg, dude. He did not.
Who, Daniels?
He does not look 100% to me throwing the ball at his practices.
It's just a tough game to pick. I'm gonna run with Washington. Just because I feel like the Chargers are kind of being exploited with some kind of way. I don't know what it is. I don't know what is going on with the Chargers. I don't know if they've found their balance yet, but I know Washington knows what they like to do with Daniels in there. So I think that more times than not, that offense will get it done more than the Chargers. That's the only reason I believe what I believe.
All right. Sean, who do you like?
To me, it feels like Washington. And by the way, this is my push of the week. This is Washington is this. I'm sorry. Let's reverse field. Chargers are this year's Washington. So I think Chargers have a great chance. I think Hampton goes well over his prop this week. So I am going to go Chargers. Go.
Go. Get to the Chargers.
Get to the Chargers. Do it now. Yeah.
No. I'm the NFC East, and this is a game that does involve an NFC East team. The Chargers are embarrassed by losing to the Giants. The Chargers yelled at each other. That's all they did was yell at each other probably that whole flight back. So they're having the commies come into their field, and the Chargers have been pretty dominant all year, except against the Giants. So all right, I like the Chargers by 3, definitely without a shadow of a doubt. So we split on that. By the way, this Gabriel kid at quarterback, right? First off, he's got great tattoos all over one arm. And you got to give this kid credit for the balls he has to go in there ahead.
He's big balls,
right?
Big balls.
While the whole crowd is yelling at him. Every move he makes is analyzed, and people go, "Sure, dog can do that better." You know what I mean?
Hold on, King. Was it smart of them playing them, starting him at a neutral field? And they must have seen something that they knew they were going to kind of get over on Minnesota, but it's probably smart. You know, it's not a home or away. It's more neutral fan base that's really not truly, you know. I mean, I'm sure they traveled well.
I think
but it might have been
balls.
Big balls.
Quarterback. Just you're saying, like, you know what? I'll take all the noise going around me.
First of all,
another left.
Imagine, King, you have to keep telling people, I'm the starting quarterback of the Cleveland Browns. They go, oh. You got to be tough to be a starter at the Cleveland Browns anyway. They're like, the black hole. Who's ever been successful?
Are they supposed to ball? By the way, Minnesota's got the ball in really good position to start it. Browns had a punt. It was a horrible punt. Minnesota's taking over on the 42. Hopefully, he throws an interception because he is Carson Wentz. All right, so we split on that one. We got one last 4 o'clock game. I guess it starts with me. Detroit is favored by 10 against Cincy. I think Detroit can beat Cincy by 10. I'm worried that Cincy can stay within 10. What I mean is that Detroit, I see winning the game. 10 is just a really rough number to be favored by. It just is. It's a lot. But I still like Detroit by 10. Detroit, Rock City, -10. Matt.
I like Detroit. I think Cincy's in big trouble. I don't want anything to do with any of their offense, even though I'm attached to it. It's so crazy because I was feeling like Joe Burrow was going to get destroyed. His offensive line was so garbage. We were talking about it, and it happened. And these teams, you know, they should be held accountable for destroying their playmakers and their stars, robbing us of watching Joe Burrow for a year. Yeah. But let me go with Detroit.
Hey, so before we get Sean your pick, this is a tumbler, right?
Yeah.
And we had it made for the paranormal show. Well, the makers of this, the Atkins tumblers, made me a New York Giant helmet colored one for this show, and I should have it by next summer. So I should have my Giants tumbler, and then I'll do my little quick commercial about Atkins tumblers. And I came up with a great pitch for them. I've been using it since I started. It's Atkins tumblers. It keeps the hot stuff hot and the cold stuff cold. What the fuck else would you want from a tumbler? Right? There it is. That's what it does. Now you know.
There it is.
Moving on. Moving on. There it is. Now you know. My favorite was now you know. No, actually,
No.
I feel like if you didn't get a smarten up at least once in your life, you weren't raised right. Like,
Yeah.
That's right.
if you didn't have somebody go to you, look, smarten up. Oh man, I used to miss that. Smarten up, will you? All right.
I'm up. Oh,
Sean, who do you like? Who do you like, Sean?
I'll make it quick. It's me in the 313. I'm going Detroit.
Wow, we all like Detroit. That's messed up. That's very large spread.
Eminem just busted out, right?
Target locked.
Bang. All right, you can add that. Well, guys, that's quite a lot of locks. You now have, show this some bitch, the Panthers, Jets, Colts. Wait, so Panthers, Jets, Colts, Giants, Seahawks, Lions. We're at 6.
No. Oh no,
the
the
Sunday-
Vikings just fumbled.
Yes, they did.
Did they?
Yeah,
Hand it over.
We had the
more
8
points for my defense.
Was it Wentz?
No, it's
I've been seeing this kid Xavier Scott in a lot more. My Jordan fumbled earlier in the game, like I think on the first drive, and then all of a sudden they put the kid Xavier Scott in, who was pretty nice, but Mason should be toting that ball, and he hasn't been really, coughing up the ball a lot. But I think that could have been the difference between this very close game. And now you got Xavier Scott, the guy they put in because he Everybody fumble.
The Browns have the ball. It's the 8 o'clock game. Sean, going to you
Yes.
for this. Patriots travel over to Buffalo, which is a world unto its own, which is literally, I've been there. It's a city that operates, they could be their own country. If they could secede, they would. So I don't have the spread on this one, actually. Which was Buffalo?
8.5.
8.5.
All right. Put 8.5. Sean, who do you like?
All right. So this is the game we've been waiting for, Patriots fans, because this is a proving ground game. And guess what? It's going to take everything we got. Everything. It's going to be Drake May. It's going to be Diggs coming home and showing up. It's going to be all these no fumble kind of like themes. But
yes,
everything's going to go into it. We're going to come in. No one circles the wagons like the Buffalo Bills. But today, they're going to carry Drake May off the field and say, we beat the spread. We beat the spread. We beat the spread. Because I'm picking, as an upset, my New England Patriots.
Wow. All right. I like that. Matt?
I know that the Pats cover this spread, and I'm more along the lines of, do they win outright? The Buffalo Bills in the first week, they did something very well, and then they've kind of had this letdown, and it's carried itself into multiple weeks. But what they've been doing is, if you look at them, they've been getting out to great big starts and letting the team get back in it. I don't think that they're going to get into any big start with the Patriots, and it's going to be a tight-knit contest throughout. This is a tale of two teams, one trying to gauge themselves off the team that they're playing, and another team that right now, I do think Buffalo could be the Super Bowl bound team. I do believe they could put their foot down on teams' throats and stomp them out. I just haven't seen that. I need to see it, and I don't believe it until I do. I think the Patriots come into Buffalo and they give it all they got, and I could see the Patriots winning this game. Yes, they cover the spread. This is a very, very exciting game.
Okay, so a couple things. One, I am inclined to go with the Patriots based on the spread. Right, 8.5 is a lot. Divisional teams, and we're familiar with AFC East teams. Divisional teams could get ugly. 8.5 is a lot. So I got to go with New England. But also, every game, Matt, every game is a tale of two teams. Every game, because they can only be two. I've never seen a game where it's a game of tale of three teams. Sean, you?
That's not true because some teams aren't real teams at all.
Well, I often watch Kansas City games where it's a tale of three teams where the referees are also participating.
There you go, right there. There you go. You know that comment and the Patriots.
Target locked.
Now we're up to 7, and we're just daring the odds makers as far as our locks. One last game. It's the Monday night game, and what a great Monday night game! I got to tell you, like, I can't wait to get ready and invite no one and not watch this game. Oh, I can't wait! It's gonna be a great game. It's gonna be a great game. Though I'm gonna call everybody that I don't know, not talk to them. Kansas City.
Tell them what else is on TV.
Yeah, tell them else on. Matlock's over on KC minus 3.5 over the Jacksonville Jaguars. Matt, you go first. Who do you like?
I'm gonna say it right now, right? You guys have known me. I love cats. I love cats. I feed them milk, and they're my company. And I will retire one day, and I'm gonna have a house full of cats. And I've loved cats for over the years. I've loved them. They love me. I'm a cat lover. So I'm gonna go with the cats because I think the Jaguars have the most takeaways in the NFL. But this is going to be a slobber knocker because KC's defense is for real. Jaguars upset. I love the Jaguars this year. I think they're a dark horse, a dark cat, black cat.
So I'm a little unnerved by the whole cat thing. I'll be honest. I'll be upfront with that because I'm definitely a dog person. Like I have a deal with my dog. If a squirrel is in the yard and I think that he can catch it, I'll let him go eat the son of a bitch because he'll swallow one thing. But if he has to run and pull me, I tell him no. So far we have yet to corner a squirrel. But if we do, yeah, hey, good luck, squirrel. Good luck to you. Like, you know what I mean? Same thing goes for the people that walk their little foo-foo dogs through my yard, come around my yard, and there's my dog staring at their dog with a head bigger than their body. It's going to be like hungry hippos. And just glow. Mm-hmm. All right. Sean, who do you like? The Jacksonville Jaguars or the Chiefs?
All right. So Kansas City, as we know, has been proven the past couple seasons. They play up against their good talent and down against their bad talent. Kansas City, I think, today, because I just don't believe in the Jaguars as good as they've been, I guess. So I'm going to go Kansas City. I'm going to get some barbecue, and I'm going to say Kansas City.
So I'm going to tell you what, I'm going to go with you on Kansas City. The reason I'm going with Kansas City is Kareem Hunt is going to be the starting running back. They're feeling more and more comfortable with him. He got 30-plus carries last week. Like, they're going to, in times of trouble, oh, man, they just threw a great pass at Jefferson. In times of trouble, you've got to stick with a guy who's not going to fumble, a guy you're confident that knows it. Hunt that's a fantasy bit of advice. He's going to become, or has already become, the starting back out of that field. Just proving himself. Yeah. So I like to see. Guys, any bit of fantasy advice, last-minute fantasy advice for anybody?
Today is going to be a sloppy day. Try to keep your bets low. Try to listen to us and make your money. Remember, when you go in and make your bets online, you can hit something called Select All Straights, where you just pick the straight game. You can make money that way if you're listening to us. Think about it, 70%. 70%.
Yeah.
You can make your money.
And we're giving you 7 teams.
Yep.
7 games out of 13. That's really high. This is gonna be a tough week for us. We're gonna either be champions or we're gonna stink because that's 7 games. But I feel confident in these games, so screw it. Matt, Anything else you want to add?
I love you, and I love cats.
And I love cats. All right. One thing I do want to say is this. So the Backroom Sauce LP will be officially done by Christmas to January 1st. The Kickstarter campaign for it, which will start Sunday night. Well, Monday night at midnight. So going into Tuesday. I got together with Dave. We uncovered some other lost CDs. So we're doing things like we're selling the album that's getting reprinted and redone and remastered, right? Or you can get the album with the CDs, or the album with the CDs and the T-shirt. So we have these like different packages for people to go about. But we actually have now, we're going to have 100 copies of the album. So Backroom Sauce will be on LP vinyl, 12-inch. And we have copies, I think we have about 40 or 50 of each of the second CD, Great Hip Agenda, and the third CD, which they call 3, but I call Trifecta. So that's going to launch. It's going to be a lot of fun because I can't wait to hear that album on vinyl, because they have to like remaster it, just remix it to make it so that it's acceptable on vinyl. Because if it's super loud, like on CD, which is our album is, they've got to bring it down to a vinyl sound, get that 70s groove, man. You know what I mean? Like a groove, just be cool. But anyways, for the people that are stupid, they don't know that. That's all I gotta say. Matt just dumped, so I'll wrap it up like this. For Mastradamus, the one who disappears. For Captain Picard, it's me, Mike Levery, King Michael. This was Legit Fantasy Football, brought to you by LegitPodcast.com. Take a screenshot, bet the team with the points.